Of late, I've been thinking about the term overnight success. That one random day where all my hard work is going to pay off and I'll be able to sit back and watch. Quite a delusional thought if you think about it, because most people don't really have that overnight success. It's like those social media influencers you randomly see on your page and they just started, but they've already blown up. It really makes you stop and say, boy, I wish one day I could get that lucky. Well, at least for me. You see, I've been doing social media for well over a year. I've definitely made substantial progress. But there's still some goals on my checklist I haven't achieved yet. I used to go to bed and just pray that one day I would just make it. One night, I put my phone to the side, I wake up and my whole life has changed. But now I can comfortably say I don't wish for times like these. I don't wish that one day I'll just blow up overnight. When I sat down, I thought about a couple things. For one, I thought maybe I weren't ready for the amount of success I'm going to achieve. Maybe there's a reason it's taken so long. Secondly, I thought to myself, maybe I need to change my approach. Maybe the things I'm doing, maybe the so-called purpose I thought that I have found for myself, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. It's kind of hard sometimes because we don't really have a plan. At least at first, because you watching this may actually have a plan. But in the act of losing faith, losing the faith you have in the things you're doing, we all seek guidance. On my third and final thought, I stopped and I asked myself, am I willing to trust the process no matter how long it takes? Am I willing to stick through it? Because it could take years for the success I desperately need. I believe that everyone's life does in fact change overnight, but that night takes years. Sorry to break it to you, but it's not just gonna fall into your lap so beautifully like you imagine. It would have already happened. There's a reason why it's taken this time. There's a reason why you're grinding and showing up every single day. The night where everything changes will be a culmination of events. It will be a product of the hard work and pain you really put into achieving your goal. You see, we often crave that end result. We often crave to be at our destination. But the problem with that is once we reach that destination, it's so anticlimactic. We've been edging on for this entire moment, but we've been blinded and not being able to see the process. We have not been able to see the journey, how far and how hard we had to come to be where we are. To truly trust the process is to truly enjoy the journey and not fixate on the destination. There is something so bittersweet about struggling, really trying your hardest at something and not being able to quite grasp it. Something that I can't describe with much words, but it's a feeling that is strong and prevalent. Every day I feel it. Sometimes I feel like I'm right on the money, but I just can't get it. Sometimes I feel like I'm so close to the finish line, yet so far. In hindsight, there has been moments where I've been moving slow. There have been moments where I felt like I've done enough work today and it will definitely pay off tomorrow. I began to get even more fixated on my journey itself, telling myself that, listen, all I have to do is trust my process, even if my process is taking time. Telling my loved ones, listen, if you don't want to trust the process, that's fine, because I know my path and I don't give a shit about the destination. When I look back, I realized how laid back I became when I was starting to make substantial progress. I realized that I could be doing a lot more, and I realized that at the rate I was going, I eventually stopped making progress. I eventually stopped seeing things change and I stuck to my plan. Then I had to realize that nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't switch the approach of what you're doing, if you don't try something new, you won't grow. So when I saw that I was in a standstill, I didn't think to myself, wait, this is natural. I thought back to when I first started. When I first started, I tried new things and that enabled me to change. So in order to get where you want to go, you need to find out what you need to do differently. I don't want you to be in the same position for too long. And at the same time, I'm not telling you to stray from your path. But when you're in the same position for too long, you need to think to yourself, all right, what can I do differently now? You must change to see change. It's clear we don't have random luck. It's clear we don't have a genie that's granting us 3 wishes and we're already at our destination. It's clear that we need to be patient. But by being patient, we must still fear the act of standing still, but not fear the act of walking slowly. Slow progress is better than no progress. Progress and growth is being such a big focus of mine recently. And just because I'm patient doesn't mean I don't have a form of urgency now. Right now, I have this grit, I have this hunger to achieve everything that is on my mind while I still can. Because I know deep down when I get older and when I feel immense regret for not going as hard as I possibly can, that my fear from my younger years has disappeared, because fear doesn't last forever, but regret does. This is your daily reminder that you are gonna make it, but I need you to stick to the plan. I need you to be disciplined, to not care about motivation, to be consistent, to attack the day rigorously, to attack the week, to attack the month, to attack the year and years ahead with full force. It's okay to lose hope. It's okay to fall down. It's okay to fixate on our destination. But what you have to remember, my friend, is that it takes years to reach the night life changes. Just keep that in mind.